I'm Tracy with Legacy Woodworking Machinery. This is the second installment in a video series documenting the design and fabrication of custom cabinetry for my office workspace. In the first video, I demonstrated the layout and installation strategy using SketchUp Pro and the Cabinet Sense extension. In this video, we're going to focus on the detached or platform toe kick. Now, this is a game-changing technique that I learned from Michael Samarza of West Oak Studios. I've used the detached toe kick on several cabinet installations, and I don't think I'll ever go back to integrated toe kicks again. There are just too many advantages, and here are just a few. Integrated toe kicks use more of your expensive sheet goods, while detached toe kicks can use less expensive material. As you'll see in an upcoming video, they are quite easy to install. When it comes time to install the cabinets, it will be faster and more accurate. The toe kicks can be installed before the flooring, so the floor installers can work right up to your toe kick without banging up your cabinets. You won't have to deal with the imperfections of the floor, which is always a pain in the butt. Detached toe kicks provide a perfectly level and solid base for the cabinets, and you won't have to deal with shimming the cabinets. The cabinets can be attached directly to the toe kick base. There usually is no need to attach them to the wall at all. Open-ended cabinets are a breeze to finish and leave toe space on the ends of the cabinets. The toe kick skins can be attached from the inside of the toe kick, eliminating all the exposed fasteners. It just makes a really clean install. So I'm going to show you how to program the toe kick, and then we're going to take it onto the CNC and cut them out, and then we'll show you how to assemble them, and it'll be all ready to do the installation. So if we look at the cabinet here, the toe kicks are underneath. You can see them right here. Okay. I can actually have a view that just has this component in it so we can look at it up closely. It's got these rungs. It's a ladder basically. Now this is 1.5 inches thick, and so when I export this out, it's going to come in as 1.5 inches, but the material is only going to be 3/4, so I'm going to actually cut 2 pieces and glue them together. So what we'll do is we'll select the pieces that we want to export, and we'll just use an icon right up here to export the Cabinet Sense projects. We'd browse to where we want to put them. Select that folder, give it a name right here, I'll call it toe kick, and then we select what we want to put out. Here we don't need the doors or drawers or so on, just the CNC machining, and we hit this run button here. So once we do that, we're going to open up Aspire in this case, or VCarve Pro, doesn't matter, and we'll go to the gadgets and hit this icon right here that says DXF, or this, it's not an icon, it's an actual step, DXF batch processor. Okay. So we can choose what we're going to bring in right here, and it's going to be the toe kick that I generated. And then we can say, all right, the sheet that we're going to put it on is, in this case, 4x8. It's 3/4 inch thick. So we'll actually cut this out, and then we'll end up cutting 2 of each part, gluing them together, and then do an assembly. There's a process that I learned from Michael Samarza that makes this much easier. What you do is you take the 2 sheets of 3/4 ply, you use sprayed adhesive, and you glue them together to begin with, and you put it on the machine, cut it all at one time. Would have been a smarter way to do it, but I didn't do it here. I did it in 2 sheets and glued them afterwards. There's all the parts. Now these are all the parts required to build the 2 toe kicks. And then the last step real quickly is just take these and nest them. Use the nesting tool right here, and we'll preview it. It looks good. It's all ready to rock and roll. Now I'm going to open a file that I've already completed all the programming real quickly. At this point I generate my G code, and then if we want to preview these, we can go into the preview mode right here and say let's see everything done. Right, so there's all the parts, there's the grooves. I've added tabs because the parts are kind of small down here. They don't have to break out, using the vacuum table to hold it. And I'll take these to the CNC now. Just need to, once I got this code generated, I'll save it, go to the CNC and cut all these parts, glue them together, and then assemble them. Legacy's Maverick CNC tables are designed for versatility and efficiency. One standout feature is the ability to quickly switch between a clamping system and a vacuum table system. The integrated multi-zone vacuum table is software controlled, automatically activating zones as needed during the operation. This smart system eliminates the need for extra blowers, power sources, or complex plumbing, making the process more streamlined and cost-effective. For even greater productivity, the optional auto tool change system allows the CNC to handle tool changes on its own. Once the program is started, it runs independently, drilling holes, machining details, and cutting out parts without further input. This frees you up to focus on other tasks while your parts are being machined. For this project, I chose to use tabs on the parts because some were fairly small, and I wanted to ensure they stayed secure while cutting them out. I used 3/4 plywood to cut the parts out, which I then glued together. However, I recently learned a more efficient method from Michael at West Oak Studios, applying contact adhesive between 2 sheets of plywood before cutting. This simple change can make the process smoother and save time. I'll definitely use this method next time. After gluing and clamping the pieces, I added screws for extra strength, ensuring that the toe kick would remain solid over time. While there are specialty leveling hardware options available, I opted for a more straightforward solution, using T-nuts and carriage bolts to level the toe kick during installation. And just like that, the toe kicks are ready to go.
Hey, looks like Tracy's going to pass you over to me just to wrap things up for this video. I appreciate you taking the time watching Tracy's office cabinetry project come to life. Now this was part 2 in the video series, and the next video is going to show the installation of those toe kicks, which really sets up the foundation for the rest of the project to take place. So it'll be exciting to see that. Now if you're interested in obviously receiving notifications about these videos, all of us having used YouTube for many years, I think we know the actions to take in order to do so. But if you do like what you see and would like to support Legacy in showing more people about what our CNC systems can do, you can always give us a like. Now, if you're interested in learning more about a Legacy CNC machine for your wood shop or possible business opportunities, or perhaps you're trying to find solutions to some manufacturing problems that you're running into, I recommend that you visit our website at legacywoodworking.com. You can also talk to one of our CNC experts. They'd be happy to answer your questions, do software demonstrations, point you to other resources even, in order to find a solution to your manufacturing problems. So you can always call 801-491-0010 and they will be happy to help. As always, thank you for watching, and remember, Legacy solves more woodworking problems than any other CNC manufacturer in the industry.